it's Roadkill and you're watching another Supernatural review, and this is season 2, episode 16, Roadkill. If you're new here, I'm doing like a recap and review of every single episode of Supernatural, so let's get into this. This is like a really good episode and an episode that I always love, which is hard to realize because it's, well, not hard to realize, but it's surprising because it's not an episode with like any humor in it. But that's sometimes okay, like it, just because it's a good episode of Supernatural doesn't necessarily mean it has a lot of humor. That like there's some like really good episodes of Supernatural with no humor, and this is kind of one of them. There's a few more episodes at the end of season 2 I think that have like not that much humor because they're so dark and heavy, but they're so good. I do feel like people kind of forget about this episode again because it's like season 2. A lot of these episodes people don't remember, but I feel like this one people do kind of remember, and it's a little bit unique in a way. I also feel like some people might not have the same opinion as me, as being like, oh, this is a really good episode. I think some people might just be like, oh, this episode's just like another episode, and it kind of can get lost. And you know, I understand people have that perspective, and we're kind of going to get into why. So it kind of starts out as any other hunt, and Sam and Dean come to investigate, and it kind of seems like it's not clear what's happening. Like this guy who's dead, who's a ghost, and they tell her that he's a ghost, is after her, but she's kind of looking for her husband, and they're like, no, we have to save you. And then it's kind of like she can't leave, and it's like a little bizarre, and you kind of get the sense like from Sam and Dean that they're kind of hiding something like as the episode goes along, and then it's revealed. So it turns out that she was a ghost too, and she didn't realize it. And this is something that happens once a year, is she's being hunted by this guy that she by accident killed, and so they're both ghosts, but she doesn't realize she's dead. Anyway, I think what's special about this episode is that there's a twist. And a lot of times with Supernatural or any like mystery shows, it's like you're solving a mystery, and so it's kind of like, what is this thing, how are we gonna kill it? Like that's a mystery. But a lot of times you don't see like plot twists in these things, and it's kind of like sometimes hard to realize what's the difference between plot twists and like solving the mystery, and it's kind of hard to separate it. But I think the fact of her like being a ghost is kind of a plot twist, where it's like something you didn't necessarily see coming, and they do it in a way where it's like there's some like context clues, but it's not, you know, revealed, because kind of like figuring how to like end this ghost and where his body's hidden, it's kind of like the mystery of solving it all. But like the fact that she's a ghost too is like a plot twist, because we, again, like it just wasn't something we seen coming. They could have had it where it wasn't, she wasn't a ghost. Like they could have had it like it, you know, kind of what the story they were telling her about, like you just find someone to haunt. Like they could have had that be the episode. But what I think is so great is about the writers is they always find something unique and interesting. Like this is a ghost, 2 ghosts, and we've had so many episodes that are ghosts that I guess I didn't realize until I'm doing this now. And I talk about the monster of the week in every episode, and so the monster of the week is a ghost. But they always find something interesting and new and different to do with the ghost, and that's what makes the writing so good. So I bet you the writers, someone like was like, what if we had it where someone's a ghost but doesn't even realize they are a ghost? And so I think that's where the idea probably came from. And then they were like, what if they're being hunted by like another ghost? And that's why the mystery is, and Sam and Dean comes in to try to like seem like they're saving her, like someone who's alive, but it's really like she's a ghost. And I think that's where the idea comes in. I love how I like go like, oh, I bet you the writers think that, think this, think whatever. And like I could totally be so wrong, and like don't quote me on it. Or, you know, if you're writing a paper by Supernatural, you know, don't use me as evidence, because I was not a writer in the show. Like you should, I don't know. But if you're a writer in Supernatural and you're watching these videos, which you won't because no one watches these videos, like, I wonder if I was right. I wonder if I was spot on. A lot of time in these videos, we talk about saving the girl, and technically, like, it was, like, they were saving this girl, and, you know, but before it's, like, revealed that she's, like, a ghost anyway, so it's, like, fine or whatever, he was just gonna torture her, like, she couldn't, like, necessarily die. It didn't feel like the other saving the girl, like, episodes, which is so interesting because it's like literally like it was saving a girl. And I think maybe the writers I think it's just like the way the writers write it, and maybe they realize like in the past when they have it saving the girl, it just like makes the girl so weak, like need to be saved, whatever. And so I feel like they were able to write it in a way where it didn't feel like too much like saving the girl. Like it just felt, you know, more like that's just like what was happening. And so I really appreciate the writers for like having it feel a little bit better, I guess. I feel like it made more sense that it was a girl. Like I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was like the husband that died, he like wouldn't care that much to find his wife or something. I don't know. This episode like touches on other things about like how ghosts and they have to like let it go and like move on and stuff. And so it was like, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like just like the plot twist in the end was just special because you don't see that a lot in Supernatural. And I bet you like, I don't know, I've watched this episode a few times. Like this isn't my second time watching the episode, I know that. But I can't remember if like my first time I was like, wow, like I didn't see this coming. Anyway, a good episode. I would definitely like show this to someone, not as like a first episode to like get them into Supernatural, but like definitely an episode if you're like watching Supernatural as a show. It's a good episode to watch. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, comment your thoughts about this episode, and bye.